Hey, David. Congrats on the two seed. Obviously, everybody wants to win, be champions, but knowing how far the program has come in 2 years, how nice is it for you guys to clinch number 2 this season?
It feels great. We've put in a lot of work, not only the players, but the coaching staff, the university, everyone. So it feels great to see some success like that, and we're very happy with second place. With that being said, our goal is obviously to be the best and be first place. So I think that's a goal to work for in the future. But we're very happy with how things have turned out.
This week, you can't move up or down in the standings, but talk about the importance of this final game, especially being down there at UCSB.
Yeah, it's big. I think this game is our last game before the conference tournament. So any momentum we can carry off our last victory versus Fullerton, and then Santa Barbara, however that plays out, I think is a big deal. And they got us at our place, on a last-second shot. So there is definitely a rivalry there. So that's always fun, and we could face them, in the tournament. So to get another crack at them and play them, and at their place on the road versus a very good team, to challenge us, to get us ready for the Big West tournament, I think is really big for us.
You've played down there a couple times in the Thunderdome. What's it like playing down there, and what do you expect this weekend?
It's very energetic. Thunderdome's a great place to play. They have a very good team. They got some very good, individual players as well. So in the past, a lot of fans. It's been very electric and loud and stuff. So it's just a great environment for college basketball.
And knowing that they've got a lot to play for, depending on what happens on Thursday, I mean, all sorts of scenarios could unfold for those guys. So you got to figure a team that they've lost 3 in a row, their seeding is going to be on the line. What type of team do you expect Santa Barbara to be on Saturday?
They're going to come out aggressive. Not only like you said, as far as their standing can go up or down, but they've lost 3 in a row, and they're at home. So I expect, and our team does too, that they're going to come out with a lot of energy and aggressiveness, and they're going to really want it bad, on Saturday night.
Let's talk about you personally. I mean, coming off, and you had a tough game down at Long Beach, and I think Northern Arizona may have been, you had a couple of games where, not your best games, but you came back, had a great game at Fullerton. I mean, how nice was that for you to personally get back into the swing of things and really offensively score the basketball?
It felt really good. This whole year is, I've had, poor shooting nights, and it's been kind of up and down. So I think it's important to stay even keel, and I think, I did that for the most part. But to see the ball go through the hoop and the psychology of it, with shooters and the scoring mentality, I think it was really good for me to, get a game where I, kind of just refresh that, I'm capable of doing that. So there was that stretch, I wasn't shooting the ball well, but, the only way to get out of it is to keep shooting, and that's what happened. So,
you guys have had some tough losses this year. UCSB, the Long Beach State game was a tough one, I know. How have you guys been able to bounce back and bounce back really quickly, and like you did here this past couple of days? How have you been able to do that this year?
Yeah, I think our coaching staff has done a really good job of after a loss, wherever we look at things that we can get better at and the mistakes we made. Correcting those, and then let's move forward and let's get better, and it's on to the next game. So I think the mental part of it, I think our coaching staff has done a really good job of just helping us fix the things that we can control, and then let's move on from that, let's learn from it, and move on to the next game. So I think that's helped with our fast recovery, I guess, after a loss.
David, one of the things Coach Calero mentioned, just kind of your 2 big road wins. It was Tichenor coming up big, and on Saturday it was Royer. And that's kind of just propelled your team to get those tough road wins. Just kind of talk about that extra boost that Dylan provided this weekend, and just kind of your thoughts on that.
Oh, absolutely huge. It's great to see Dylan be able to knock down shots. He's been doing that since I've been here, and since he's been here, in practice and stuff. And to see him get out there and do it, and that was huge. Fullerton was in the zone, and for him to kind of, in a sense, shoot him out of it in a way was huge for us, especially during that stretch, and kind of just gave us a lead, which obviously, they made their run and cut our, 15-point lead down to 4 or 5 or whatever it was. So that was absolutely huge, and that's going to continue to be huge, as for when we play in the Big West tournament or whatever, whether that be Dylan, Tichenor, whoever comes off the bench, to have a big game is just essential, I guess, for us to be successful.
I know you touched on it a little bit already, but just kind of talk about momentum-wise how important this game is for you guys on Saturday, just to head into the tournament, winning 2 in a row.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very big. Sandbar is a very good team, and I think, like Coach had mentioned earlier, we're the second place, but give 5 points and we could be seventh. So as far as where they are in the standings, that doesn't really do them justice at what type of team they are. They're very good, and they're going to be ready for us, when coming in. So it's going to be a great challenge for us, going into the tournament to prepare us for whoever we face. But on top of that, momentum, shooting the ball and everything, I think is going to be very big for us.